In this episode, we're going to be looking at inventory management using the factory mod. So, warning right off the bat, if you suffer from epilepsy, this is probably not a video you should watch because of all of these arrows that are moving. They could do whatever epilepsy does. So, with that warning out of the way, let's get right into the fun stuff. Oh, it doesn't. That's disappointing. It does do it on flat points, though. Yay! No, this isn't actually what this video is about. It's cool that you can stand on the conveyor belts and they move you. We're not really here for that, though, so let's get on to the nitty-gritty of the business. So the main thing here is going to be this swapper node. So the swapper node takes an input through the red side and has three outputs. It has a yellow, the blue, and the white. When we right click on it, we pull up this interface and it kind of lets us know what the deal is. Input red goes to these four slots. Our outputs, yellow goes here, blue goes here, and then anything that's not sorted to the yellow or the blue goes to the white side. So essentially, anything that comes into here, that is any of these blue nodes, so we can go ahead and we can actually throw the items in ourselves manually instead of feeding them in, which we'll get to in a second. And we can see they're outputting to the top slots here, and if I had some of these items, they'd be outputting there. And if they didn't meet either of those two, they would go here and go on to the next sorter. And you can see these guys are going out onto this conveyor belt and running into this doodad here and into this chest. So let's have a quick look at what these doodads are. We have pneumatic takers and pneumatic movers. And I should point out there are other versions of the pneumatics. So we start with the pneumatic taker, which is our low tier, and then we can upgrade that to a level 2 and upgrade to a level 3. Which, of course, I was using all the wrong recipes. So this is our first level, second level, third level. Of course, I'm using all third level because why wouldn't I? I believe they just run faster. I haven't actually looked into that too much. And then the white one here is the pneumatic mover. These all have no inventory interface. So you can, click on the wrong thing. You can click on them, nothing happens. They just do their thing. There's nothing that you can configure or change. If you wanted to get fancy, there are the overflowing pneumatic and the queued pneumatic, which I'll grab one of each of these and just throw them in the world. So the queued one stores extra items there. The overflow one actually doesn't have an interface, but I believe if it can't output to the one, it outputs to the other. Kind of beyond the scope of just basic inventory management. So let's get down to the nitty-gritty. We have a vacuum thing, and I guess you can probably turn it on and off. Yeah, so it's turned off, turned on. It just picks up the node, throws it onto the conveyor belt. And yes, you can go up and down hills doing things like this. But also to note, if you throw an item onto a conveyor belt, it does the same thing. I'm not sure what's going to happen with... Oh, no. Oh, noes. Oh, noes. The vacuum is picking the nodes up. That is terrible. So this would work if I had a I did not want to put that out. If I had a conveyor belt here. If I had a conveyor belt there and I toggle this guy on. Let's just throw some items in real quick. Toggle it off. All right, so here's our stacks. Stacks and stacks, they're coming up. And they will run onto this one and then be redirected into the inputs on this. And we seem to have broken something. Did I put these on backwards? Yeah, looks right to me. I may have just overloaded the machine. Oh, yes. See, the machine is overloaded. These are all full, and we're trying to put in different nodes that are not these. So it has no place to go, so it just kind of chucks them out. And this number is increasing. Those should be ending up in this chest here. Yes. So we are putting some pneumatic takers into this back chest. For the sake of time constraints, because we don't want to deal with all of this, I'll just clear that out manually. So we have, yes, the vacuum that'll pull nodes from the surrounding area, and you can just drop the nodes on there yourself. Probably not really what you're gonna be doing though. So, did I place this? I placed that the wrong way. So we're gonna put, this is gonna be tricky. We're gonna put there we go, a taker on this, and it'll just start pulling items from this chest. So you can see it's pulling flowers. It's putting them into the input slots on this sorter. This sorter does not put the flowers to either side, so it passes it along to the next sorter. The next sorter, oh look, it's putting flowers out on the blue side, which is right here. So it's kind of goofy, but you got to use a taker and a mover to put them into a chest. So there we have our flowers in the chest. If you want to do a conveyor belt, this is admittedly kind of dumb. There's no advantage to be gained by putting a long length of conveyor belt between these. It just kind of looks cool, which is the only reason I'm doing it. But you still need the taker to pull it out from the swapper, throw it onto conveyor belt, and then at the end of the conveyor belt, you still need it's the mover, right? Yep, the mover to put it into the chest. So we have this sorting going on here. It's going to take ages because it's just pulling one at a time. So we'll just pull some of these out of here. Let it grab some leaves. Why not? I think that's the way it'll go. It should go across. Yeah, there we go. We got some leaves. So these leaves, again, not being sorted here. We go over here. Leaves are coming out to the yellow side. Look in the chest here. Voila, voila. There they are. So the only thing that I didn't demo here is what if you have, we have 8 slots here. What if you want to put 9 different items to a chest? What then? Well, my friends, well, you're screwed. No, just kidding. What you can do, admittedly, it's not the most elegant of solutions, but it does work. You can, let's see here, we would want to dig a hole. That might be deeper than I needed, but no, actually I have to be able to walk through here, so that is what we need. You can dig a hole. Like I said, it's not elegant, it's not great, but it does work. Okay, we're up to clear airspace. So we got to do this. All right, so we're going to put our conveyor belts in here. And if you're asking yourself, is this really the recommended method? I don't know if it's recommended, but it's the only one I can think of. And then I'll just patch this. I am in creative, if you couldn't tell. So, oops. So the next time we get a blue item, flowers, okay. So now we should have conveyor belt to here, running up to there. We will then turn instantly. Actually, you know what? Let's go out. Whoop. It's fun in games at first, but then it gets a little annoying. Okay, so then we need a conveyor here. We need a thing to go into the chest. We need conveyors coming off of this. Oh no, there we go. If you know of a better solution, please let me know in the comments. and let everybody else know, because this just feels kind of sketch, but it does work. See, flowers come out, they have nowhere to go, so they fall, they land on the conveyor belt, they move underneath the chests and everything, up the conveyor belt, around the conveyor belt, through the mover, and into the chest. It works. It is the least elegant solution that I can think of. It's also the only solution I can think of. So you're kind of gonna have to live with it. Wow, there's a lot of error messages up there. Grant me all. I just want to give us a nice little overview here. There we go. Inventory management using the factory mod. We got sorting, and we have moving inventory. So you just dump your inventory into that first chest. It sorts everything out for you. Or you just throw it on the ground and the vacuum can pick it up for you. Or you can just throw it right onto the conveyor belt itself. It works that way too. You got lots and lots of options. Whatever you want to go with, you can go with. And that's going to wrap this one up. Thanks for watching. Tune in next week for another automation video. And I will see you then.